ones! Happy New Year! We are gonna party!
Welcome. You are now tuned in to B.U.R.N Labs,
the hottest underground radio network.
Man, what's going down H-Time? It's your boy, DJ Goldie, back like I never left. And first off, I want to wish everybody a happy new year, man. 2016, we here. We made it. Hey, and as always, we got a special episode for our listeners. As a big thank you to all the B.U.R.N heads and all the Barron heads, man. We got 3 of the hottest tracks from 2015 mixed and mastered right here at B.U.R.N Studios, voted on by you, the listener. And that's not all. We got some exclusive interviews with the artists and the engineers who worked on these projects. So man, sit back. We got the first song coming up. It's entitled Faces by your boy Roy Dale, engineered by I Dream in Stereo himself, Jason Barton.
With a nigga like me, you can never get enough of a nigga like me. New nigga from the bottom of the map, but I still put it down like a vet to the game. Shorty wanna give me neck for some fame. It's how it is when you next in the game, yeah. What you expect from me, never handed to me, had to go and get it. All my niggas made some sacrifices, I ain't any different. Just a little gifted with a little drive to make a big difference. I ain't even seen a check, I'm trying to plan out how I'ma go and spend it. Like everywhere we go, we making faces. That's big bills, nigga. Nothing less than Franklin's. Everywhere we go, we making faces. And I can see him hating, trying to pop, and trying to leave me brainless like, yeah. Don't fuck with a nigga like me. Never give a fuck if a nigga like me. Everybody wanna sign them a nigga like me, but they will never find them a nigga like me. I'm the new voice of the South. Nigga, I'm the new Kiss choice of the South. Never been at the top, but a nigga feel good, got my feet on the couch. My dick in the mouth, she talking that shit, then I'm kicking her out. Still making faces, let a bitch power, let me see her mounts. Like everywhere we go, we making faces. That's big bills, nigga. Nothing less than Franklin's. Everywhere we go, we making faces. And I can see him hating, trying to pop, and trying to leave me brainless.
Cause I'm trying to come up with the greatest of them. Getting high so we can stay above them. Call me some hand, you can make it a double. I'm finna go get in some trouble tonight. A couple cities in a couple nights. Real money, what we finna get. Pray to God I do not spend it quick. Gotta save a little for my kids. Tell these promoters to get me now before they have to stop paying me 50,000. Got the juice to shut the city down. Speak it all into existence, you niggas done seen it. Yeah, them Instagram pics where the marijuana be the greenest. Pretty ladies liking all my pictures with fans in my comments that think I'm a genius. I swear that I'm motivated. Even though I'm known, I'm into now. You can already tell I've been around. After I rip the track and send the foul. Wait. Shit is outrageous, getting on stages. I can see all of these faces. No jewelry sitting on top of my tap, but I swear to God I feel I made it. Vegas put me on. Blessed cause I know that I could be gone. It's my year, man, I thought you know. These are the rappers as good as gone. Too authentic, took off, now I'm off in it. Black whip, black rims, and it's all tinted. You ain't really playing in the game, dog, all scrimmage. I'ma go and spend it.
Go and spend it like everywhere we go, we making faces. That's big bills, nigga. Nothing less than Franklin's. Everywhere we go, we making faces. And I can see him hating, trying to pop, and trying to leave me brainless like.
Hello interwebs, I'm Jason Barton, Senior Engineer here at B.U.R.N Studios. Today I'm here with
Roy Dale.
We're going to talk about Roy Dale's song Faces. Faces is a track off of his premiere album, All in a Day.
All in a Day.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's get it.
Let's go.
All right, Roy, the reason why I want to talk about Faces is a lot of people that don't live in the city of Houston have a misconception about what Houston artists sound like.
Right.
And we're going to gotta get into the details a little bit more as we go through this, but typical Houston sound, I think, is everything screw.
Everything slowed. Everything.
Lazy raps, freestyles in the booth.
Over the same, like, samples, same snippets, same...
Maybe like 5 or 6 stacks on the verses and 20 on the hooks.
Right.
You know what I mean? Very, very loose sound. But what I see coming in here, and I feel like where the city's actually going and what people that don't live here would be surprised to know, is that we're on like some 22nd century
next
shit.
wave.
Yeah, like we're light years ahead of that. And that's why I want to talk about Faces, because I think Faces, there's something about not just Faces, but a lot of tracks on your album though that I still feel are very respectful and give a shout out and a nod to the traditional things, but you're light years ahead of what anybody thinks goes on here.
Right.
Down to the instrumental, lyricism, and all that other stuff. So you ready? Let's get into it.
Let's go.
All right. The first thing, I just want to play the instrumental a little bit. One thing that I really liked about you was the fact that you're not scared to let the instrumental play a little while.
No, you gotta let it breathe, because even though the reason why we picked it is because the way we record and the vocals would sound clear, sound good on this, you don't want to drown it. And it was such a good beat that we just wanted to let it actually bring the person in, bring you in.
Whenever you guys are picking beats, is that something that you are conscious of? Are you thinking like, hey, there's a lot going on in this beat that would be in the way of my voice? Or is that something you figured like we just hit up in the engineering part?
Well, I would like to say that I hold my lyrics really high because I write all of them. I would want to be heard.
Quinn Miller.
No, I want clarity more than anything, because I feel like that's what a lot of stuff is lacking. Nothing against like the whole Atlanta scene, and we're mumbling's cool sometimes, but I want people when they sing along, they don't want to look around at their friends like that's what he said, right? But yeah, clarity more than anything.
Let's listen to this a little bit. Alright, so ambient, airy, there's some vocal chops going on in there, and there's like a screw down vocal and a pitch up vocal, but that's not like a typical wood grain gripping, sipping sound.
No, we reached out to Jordan Lumley. We found one of his beats online and got in touch with him, and this is just, it had a real like gritty sound that you can just kind of go off of, but it's smooth at the same time. So it's really vibey, and that's what we really wanted to create with this. Like create
a lot of big bass, real bass heavy, like airy, but solid with the bass. Love it. Let me ask you this: when you're writing, or this song in particular, did you write the lyrics before you heard the beat, or did you get the beat and then write the lyrics?
It's funny because a lot of the songs that I've actually go through with, they weren't originally written for that, or I'll borrow a bar from like something that never got put down in the studio, something completely different flow. But a lot of the time, some of the bars in the songs, they're just constructed like over time. Like I'll think of something that sounds really cool, like cat in that hat. I'm like, oh, okay, let me write that down real quick. And that's kind of how they build. We just build off of that, just off of one little phrase, and that can be the whole subject of the song, or it can just be one little punchline here and there. The beat definitely influences the flow. And
is every song like that, or is there some where you just hear the beat and then you're like, it inspires you to write?
There's some where the beat just has its own vibe where it makes me kind of want to not necessarily come to that level, but just reach out of my comfort zone and try new things. And like we tried auto-tune for the first time the other day, and I was skeptical as hell, and it sounded good.
And at the end of the day, really you're singing Heartless.
And at the end of the day, I'm 808s Kanye.
What are your thoughts on the sound of, does Houston have a sound anymore? Do we have a sound? I mean, we're known for certain things, but to the artists that you work with here, that you know in the city, do we have an actual sound?
To the untrained eye, Houston's sound was still tipping like 10 plus years ago. It's like this weird, like, nostalgic, like, early 2000s, late 90s with the Houston, and I think that's cool. And you've seen a lot of mainstream artists today kind of just not necessarily picking off of that, but definitely feeling it.
Well, from screw sounds to everyone does coding now.
Everybody does coding. Everybody pours up. Everybody's pouring up for Pimp C. Everybody's, but there's no sound right now because we're still living off of that. Like everything else.
I mean, but that's kind of good. It's like the Wild West again.
Yeah, kind of martial law out there, but I think it also sets another like step for artists from Houston to get over. It's either you sound like you're from Houston or you don't.
Do you think that some of that is because of internet, people having more access to other regions of music? And I mean, I remember, this is gonna show my age a little bit, but I remember when I started recording rappers, to get a beat, you had to know someone that lived close to you that did beats. Like you weren't just able to find a beat from somebody in the UK or anywhere else. And I mean, on this project, you've got beats from producers all over.
Yeah, we went all over the world.
I mean, and that's amazing to me. And what's funny is, I forget which song it was, but one of the beats you have has more of the screw stuff in it than anything, and the guy like lives
in like Connecticut or something. Like it's crazy. The internet has made things a lot easier access, and a lot of this, but the thing is, a lot of the sound before was very homegrown, very like, oh, I know this guy from the town over who has this Casio keyboard, Casio gang, and we're gonna link up and we're gonna do this, that, and the other. Well, now we got Carlos, my manager, FaceTiming with guys in Chicago, picking apart a beat that they made like 2 years ago, or just like building like, oh, we're gonna bump it down to this, I need you to take these vocals out, turn that snare down. And it's a lot more hands-on than we could ever be at the level that we're at, without having to fly out so-and-so from Japan.
Tell me a little bit about the third verse. Who's the feature on this track?
We have Dizzy Wright of Funk Volume on the third and final verse of this track. And we have some really, really good verses on this entire project, but I've never felt so like neck and neck. Or after I heard this song, I was just like, okay, like I need to go home and rewrite. Like I need to get like my bars up and stuff. And Dizzy's not really one of those over the top, like in your face bar for bar for bar, but he kind of showed a different side in this song, and we got probably, not to be biased, but we got one of the best Dizzy Wright verses.
Yeah, I love Dizzy Wright. I like everything that I've ever heard him do.
Right.
But I've never heard him, I felt like he brought a different kind of energy to this track.
Right.
That I haven't heard him do on anything else before. And so I think this stands out. And I think diehard fans of Dizzy Wright will listen to this verse and appreciate how he kind of, I felt like he pushed it in a different envelope a little bit.
Right.
Come fuck with a nigga like me, you can never get enough of a nigga like me. New nigga from the bottom of the map, but I still put it down like a vet to the game. Shorty wanna give me neck for some fame. That's how it is when you next in the game, yeah. What you expect from me, never hand it to me, had to go and get it. All my niggas made some sacrifices, I ain't any different. Just a little gifted with a little drive to make a big difference. I ain't even seen a check, I'm trying to plan out how I'ma go and spend it. Like everywhere we go, we making faces. That's big bills, nigga. Nothing less than Franklin's. Everywhere we go, we making faces. And I can see him hating, trying to pop, and trying to leave me brainless like.
All right, guys, that's Faces with Roy Dale. Roy, thank you so much, man, for letting us put the track on the podcast. Thanks for winning the contest and doing the show.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for having an interview with me. Like, I'm so glad it was you.
Well, nah, I mean, I feel like you were just as much a part of it too, with all the mixing and mastering. Jason gonna mix and master all this product. It's just been a real process, man, and it's been a pleasure recording all this here at Barron Studios for the opportunity.
Man, it's fun watching you develop and grow and become yourself. And from the very first time I heard you jump on a track, I was like, oh, this guy is like confident, like he's got it. And then I watched you morph into that as we went on, and I'm curious and also very excited just to see what your career does, what you do, and what kind of person you become. So, man, thank you so much for letting me be a part of that and letting Barron Studios be a part of that. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, man.
Good job, brother.
Appreciate it.
Alright, next song on deck is entitled Outro by Derty Boy Troy, engineered by the Latvian Loose Cannon, aka Square Waves Davis, aka Davis Strauss.
Vision clear, I drop never doubt, and I got applauded. Staring at this rainbow, wondering where it started. Shout out my nigga Davis, they wanna know where we recorded. I had to drop my nuts, cause music's where I had my heart at. I focused on everybody but myself, and there's nobody to blame but myself. I hope you felt the pain I expressed when I bled on these tracks. Sometimes at night the devil rides my back. I know it's him because I rarely pray. I'm homeless, nigga, got nowhere to stay. My son ain't got nowhere to play. I think about it every day. I just gotta find a way. Told you God gon' guide the way. Thanking friends and family, cause without them I'd be dry today. This world is full of real and fake, and it's really a thin line between love and hate. Never bite your tongue, say what you gotta say. I rarely talk cause I don't even really got a lot to say. It's people dying every day. Just changed my mind frame. Threw a nigga a peck that made my grind change. I lost some friends on the way, but you know times change. I repeat it, if he your nigga, let's combine frames. I just wanna make refreshing music, and when there's less people, it's less confusion. In my strongest A-Rock voice, bitch, I'm getting to it. 10 toes in, had a vision, said I'm sticking to it, and then I drew it. You can smoke to this, you can ride to this, on some vibe and shit, nigga, yeah. Take a shot to this, you can ride to this, on some vibe and shit. Listen, I came a long way from promoting for free. From now on, if I'm promoting for me. Yeah, shout out to them niggas on that paper chase. Rather go to school and graduate than catch a case. Locking the door on you when you barely a second late. Them times always made a nigga feel second place. One thing I learned from the warehouse and lifting the case, you can make it to the top and fall. How strong is your base? You can give me head for hours, boo. How strong is your face? You asked me, did I drink some tea today? How strong is your taste? It's when you swallow, feel like you swallow my soul. But fuck her, everything that glitters ain't gold. Trust me. You gotta make it through the pain before you get the pleasure. And like I said, it's rainbows after stormy weather. Before you hit the paradise, you gotta walk the desert. And if you been working, your blessings way bigger than your eyes can measure. You can smoke to this, you can ride to this, on some vibe and shit, nigga, yeah. Take a shot to this, you can ride to this, on some vibe and shit.
What's up, everybody? This is Davis Strauss, aka the Latvian Loose Cannon, aka Young Square Waves. I'm here at Barron Studios in Houston, Texas with
Derty Boy Troy, man. What's poppin'?
We're here tonight to chop it up about the outro track of Troy's debut mixtape, 10 Toes In.
Yeah.
The outro of 10 Toes In is a very introspective song with a nostalgic feel. I feel like whether you're from south side of Houston or Eastern Europe or anywhere else in the world, you're going to be able to relate to the track through your writing, through your delivery, through the bars. Let's play the first chunk of the song real quick.
Vision clear, I drop never doubt, and I got applauded. Staring at this rainbow, wondering where it started. Shout out my nigga Davis, they wanna know where we recorded. I had to drop my nuts, cause music's where I had my heart at. I focused on...
Cool, man. So, the very first thing that you say, vision clear, I drop never doubt, and I got applauded. Staring at this rainbow, wondering where it all started. Props to the Never Doubt visual, man. It came out great.
Appreciate it, bro. Shout out my boy John Juice.
For sure. He was the videographer, right?
Right.
Nice. Let's talk about your vision and how did it all start for you?
me and my best friend, we used to rap at the bus stop, at the Metro bus stop, all the time. But normally him and my other best friend would be those two rapping, and they would make fun of me because I would be just out of the loop and they would be rapping. Eventually, I got used to them rapping and just fed off of that energy, and it was fun. So shit, we kept going. That was like maybe 9th to 10th grade, bro.
In high school?
Yeah, I just had to really think about where it really came from. It was like 9th to 10th grade. We ride the bus to school, the city bus. You heard of Metro, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we ride the city bus back and forth. We was clowns, bro.
For sure.
We was clowns, bro.
You're saying
you need to go watch Derty TV, bro.
Derty TV?
Please, it's fucking hilarious, bro.
Okay, I'll do that. Is that a channel on YouTube?
Yes.
You're saying your vision is clear. What is your artistic vision for this project and beyond?
This project had been the most difficult thing I ever done in my life, bro. And I feel good about it too. Like, it's the biggest thing I ever accomplished too. Mm-hmm. Other than my son, of course, or something like that. But it might be the biggest thing I've ever accomplished. I don't have any accomplishments that I'm as proud of as this tape. But it's been a long year, and I think my vision was for like just trying all these different approaches, bro. Like, I thought it was promotion, like we talked previously. Mm-hmm. I thought it was promotion because that came to me out of nowhere. I wasn't searching for it. My grandfather, which is like my father, he's a marketing major. Mm-hmm. He's been stressing to me every day, like, I'm a marketing major, I'm a law major, you know what I'm saying? But before I even took grasp of that, like, my friends were doing promotion, and I just fell into it, like, accidentally. From there, I just really, like, I pay attention to omens, like, signs. Mm-hmm. I be like, that might be, that's probably it, you know what I'm saying? So when I saw it, like, after 5 years, promotion wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it wasn't a waste of time, because now I can actually walk in some of the clubs and actually shake some of the DJs' hand. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, as an associate, at least.
Right. But
before then, I just can look at them and just be entertained like everybody else. Then I tried to rap, you know, when I made that first song, Dear Summer. I done a freestyle over Dear Summer beat. Mm-hmm. I need to sing you that, bro. Because we could have been listening to that too.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was just experimenting. And just as well as I'm doing with this song too, like, I'm doing a lot of experimenting with my raps.
Okay.
And I feel like this is really the way. Like, 10 toes in actually means, like, it's like just burning a house, right? And your friends in there, but, like, you don't really care what happens when you go in that house. Mm-hmm. It's like, do we both come out or we don't come out? You know? So that's how I think of 10 toes in.
Okay.
Yeah, like, so.
It's basically all or nothing.
Yeah, all or nothing. Like, and that's how I feel like that's the stage I feel like I'm at right now in life.
I'm gonna play another piece real quick.
Yeah, let's go ahead. I just wanna make refreshing music. And when there's less people, it's less confusion. In my strongest A-Rock voice, bitch, I'm getting to it. 10 toes in, had a vision, said I'm sticking to it, and then I drew it.
Cool. So, end of the first verse. You're saying you want to make refreshing music. I feel like hip-hop is definitely a culture that sets trends, and at the beginning of it, it was more about standing out, competition, bars, outdoing the next person. And I feel like today it kind of is more about blending in. And I feel like at some points in times, like, it loses its freshness in a way because of that. In what way is your music refreshing? What sets you apart from other artists?
It's funny because, like, that statement was like saying, like, that's what I want to do. So as of now, when I get the feedback, it feels like I'm making the type of music that I want to make, but I don't think I'll never ever know until it's bigger than what it is now. You see what I'm saying? Like, because right now it's just an experiment. Like I said, like, people like my music. I'm surprised. Like, even though I put my heart into it, like, I'm surprised. Like,
that's exactly why you shouldn't be surprised, because you put your heart into it. Maybe that's why it's refreshing, because it's you and as an individual.
Right. You might be right about that. I came a long way from promoting for free. From now on, if I'm promoting for me. Yeah, shout out to them niggas on that paper chase. Rather go to school and graduate than catch a case. Locking the door on you when you barely a second late.
How have you grown as an artist, and what have you learned going through this process, putting a whole tape together?
I learned that planning is fucking important.
Timing and planning is the key.
Timing and planning is fucking important. Shout out Dre, bro. Shout out Filthy Dre. He annoys the fuck out of me. That's my brother, but he stresses that to me like.
Oh yeah, he's always on point. Yeah, he's always on point, on time, prepared and ready to go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's.
Shout out to Dre.
Yeah, shout out to Dre, man. That's what I've learned out of everything this whole year. Timing and planning makes a big difference in everything.
Definitely. Cool, man. It was great having you, man.
For sure, bro.
I'm sure I'll catch you soon as we're putting the finishing touches on the project. And
Sure.
everybody else, you can catch Troy performing on January 2nd.
Yes, sir.
At Fitzgerald's at Houston, Texas Indie Fest.
Yes, sir, man. It's going down.
Definitely.
XXXV Indie Fest, baby. It's going down.
Hi, dude.
All right.
My pleasure, man.
Hold up, it's the New Year's baby, man. And I'm here to tell you to have a safe and happy New Year's from everybody here at Barron Studios in B.U.R.N Labs, the hottest underground radio network in the H. Already. Now who do I have to talk to get a bottle up in this piece? And it better be some purple in there too. Already. Let me get the sippin', yeah.
We pulling up on the last track, y'all. This one right here is called Who You Wanna Be by Fatz Domino, engineered by Easy Garza, aka
DJ Izzy Ill.
Tell me who you wanna be, nigga. You wanna be you? Or you wanna be somebody else? You wanna be cool? Getting tired of being a good guy? You wanna be rude? That's the only way niggas getting hoes these days. Yeah. Born in the hood, no better than the rest of us. Strong mama, no papa. Story no better than the rest of us. Coming from a place where it ain't nothing left for us. Plus, he could've sold dope for this dude that he know. It really could've got the best of him. Tried to escape from it. High school played b-ball, but that shit was a pipe dream. Nigga wasn't even 6 feet tall. But honestly though, God gave the boy a grind of his own. From a family that barely had a car, the young boy had a drive of his own. Tell me who you wanna be, girl. You wanna be you? Or you wanna be somebody else? You wanna be cool? Let me guess. You wanna be the baddest bitch? Red bottom on the bottom of your shoe? That's the only way a nigga with 6 figures even bother looking at you. Born in a better place. She had both parents. Taught her all about love. She learned everything about marriage. The prettiest of dresses. They kept shiny shoes on her feet. But little did they know, she fall in love with every guy that she meet. That shit backfired. High school was a cheerleader. You know the ones get tossed up. Nigga that she fell for really didn't care neither. Now she just wanna fight for him, and he just wanna fight on her. Yeah, she looked real popular outside looking in. It would seem like the life, don't it? Now she tryna cover up the scars with makeup, hoping that it make up for everything she lacked when she wake up. But it'll never weigh up. And lately she been feeling like she drowning. She just waiting on her way up. Her people thought it was a phase, and now they just wondering how long it'll take her. Tell me who you wanna be, girl. You wanna be you? Or you wanna be some other chick? You wanna be cool? You wanna live a lie? or you wanna be the truth? That's the only way a nigga with any sense even bother looking at you. Who you wanna be, nigga? You wanna be you, or you wanna be somebody else? You wanna be cool? You wanna get money? Big house and a pool? That's the only way niggas getting hoes these days. Cause niggas want hoes these days. But shit, everybody.
What's up, YouTube? I'm in the warehouse studio at Barron Studios with Fatz Domino himself. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Man?
How you been? So the track you did is Wanna Be.
Yeah, Wanna Be.
Really, my favorite part is the tone, especially starting off with the first question. Go ahead and play the song up until that first couple lines there.
Tell me who you wanna be, nigga. You wanna be you? You wanna be you? Or you wanna be somebody else? You wanna be cool? Getting tired of being a good guy? You wanna be rude? You wanna be rude?
All right, so up to there. I feel like it's very powerful. It's a question. At first, listening to it, you might feel like it's being directed towards the listener. What's your favorite thing about this track?
My favorite thing is what people take from it.
So for the first verse, like, did you have somebody in mind that you pictured?
It started as me.
Really?
Yeah.
That's dope, man. I'm gonna go ahead and just play a little bit further into the track so that way we kind of hear it coming into that.
That's the only way niggas getting hoes these days. Yeah. Born in the hood, no better than the rest of us. Strong mama, no papa. Story no better than the rest of us. Coming from a place where it ain't nothing left for us. Plus, could've sold dope for this dude that he know it. Really could've got the best of him. Tried to escape from it. High school played b-ball, but that shit was a pipe dream. Nigga wasn't even 6 feet tall. But honestly though, God gave the boy a grind of his own. From a family that barely had a car, the young boy had a drive of his own.
It touches on all of us directly, but all our stories don't end the same. Why is that? You know what I mean?
I guess this next part here, you kind of go into a longer version of a story with a different character. Let's go ahead and just play that real quick.
Tell me who you wanna be, girl. You wanna be you, or you wanna be somebody else? You wanna be cool? Let me guess. You wanna be the baddest bitch? Red bottom on the bottom of your shoe? That's the only way a nigga with 6 figures even bother looking at you. Born in a better place. She had both parents. Taught her all about love. She learned everything about marriage. The prettiest of dresses. They kept shiny shoes on her feet. But little did they know, she fall in love with every guy that she meet. That shit backfired. High school was a cheerleader. You know the ones get tossed up. Nigga that she fell for really didn't care neither. Now she just wanna fight for him, and he just wanna fight on her. Yeah, she looked real popular outside looking in. It would seem like the life, don't it? Now she tryna cover up the scars with makeup, hoping that it make up for everything she lacked when she wake up. But it'll never weigh up. And lately she been feeling like she drowning. She just waiting on the way up. Her people thought it was a phase, and now they stuck wondering how long it'll take her.
And right there is probably my next favorite part right there. I felt like it got real intimate. Who do you feel this one was dedicated to, especially this verse? Or
second story started as like a mirror on my ex-girlfriend.
Okay. I guess going into the final leg of the track, man, we I think you freestyled this and we ended up keeping it, and I'll just play it for right now.
Only way a nigga with any sense even bother looking at you. Who you wanna be, nigga? You wanna be you, or you wanna be somebody else? You wanna be cool? You wanna get money? Big house and a pool? That's the only way niggas getting hoes these days. These niggas want hoes these days.
So do you have like any shows or any releases, any videos, anything coming up soon?
January, I'm probably gonna release a visual for my grandmother. The song is actually titled January 18th, off the Scattered Thoughts project that we released October.
Okay.
You know, we had a show with you guys January 2nd, Fitzgerald's.
Yeah. Any how can people get a hold of you? Like any social medias?
Instagram _Fatz Domino. That's FATZDOMINO. Same for Twitter.
Well, yeah, man. I think that about wraps everything up. I guess from everyone here at B.U.R.N Studios, happy holidays, happy New Year. We'll catch you guys January 2nd.
B.U.R.N. B.U.R.N. Labs Radio. Fuck it, we'll do it live.